Grant, a 1-0 defeat here at Bradford. Your thoughts after that?
Listen, we've lost the game, but I felt the response from the group from Saturday was excellent. As we know that we don't like losing, but if there's a way to lose, that's the way to lose, is by fighting and giving it everything, having a go. Probably traits that we didn't see on Saturday. We've lost the game to a bit of quality from Chapman, and there's just elements of the game tonight I thought was good in terms of how we stuck to the plan. Elements of the game, how we are aggressive in our defending. We look stronger in terms of set plays, particularly corners and free kicks and things like that, and organised, which is the benchmark for any team. So you have to get the basics right, like I've said to you before, and then it gives you a platform to go and do stuff at the other end. With some opportunities, we should have a penalty in the first half on Richard Wood, which the referee somehow doesn't see. And I felt that was the tone of the night. I felt my players weren't really protected tonight. I've got 3 players in crutches in my changing room, and it's just really, really disappointing. On the back of that, I've just had a chat with the referee, and some of the things he's saying to me is just doesn't make sense. So it's been a frustrating evening in terms of that, but the response from the group was really good tonight.
What is it that you and him aren't agreeing on?
Well, for the first one in front of me there, Tompkinson's clearly stamped on Molyneux, and his ankle's very, very swollen. We'll have to see how he is. I've got a 4th official probably in the same position as me that can give a throw in to Bradford that's just out the line, literally 3 or 4 minutes later, but can't see the stamp. That's the first one. The second one, Conor Carty's, whether the players meant it or not, he's clearly thrown him into the advertising boards. And felt his knee. And then in the third one is probably the one that beggars belief, is the Ben Close one, where he clearly wins the ball and he gives a free kick to Bradford. It's really, really disappointing for me tonight to see that, because we've had him a few times now and he's actually a decent referee, but felt the game he just let the game peter through, and there was no protection from our players tonight.
And there was that one. It seems marginal. Kyle Hurst got put through. I thought he was about to stick it away, and I think that gets pulled back as well. Yeah, I wasn't in line with that, so I can't really tell you whether he's on or off. The linesman has made the call that he's offside, but there's just little moments in the game that was just, towards the end, where if you think I'm calling for a penalty and Richard Wood being thrown to the floor in the box, he sort of half nudges one of their Bradford players when we're trying to attack and score, and it's a free kick, and he's giving free kicks from 30-40 yards away. So listen, I'm never one to stand here because it's a tough job for referees, and I think I've spoken to you many times before. But I felt tonight that there was no protection from my players, and unfortunately I've got 3 injured players now on the back of it. Yeah, talk to us about how they are shaping up individually. So the first one was Molyneux.
Yeah, he's got a really swollen ankle and cut ankle in there, which is no surprise when someone stands on you. The second one, Conor's been thrown into the advertising boards and twisted his knee, so we'll have to see how he is. And Ben's obviously won the ball, their players come through him and landed funny on his knee, so it's just it's really early to give you any sort of prognosis of how long they're going to be out for, until the physio obviously has a look at them and sends them for scans and x-rays or whatever it needs to be.
The pitch, I bet you're glad you didn't play here 10 days ago, aren't you?
Look, the pitch was the same for both teams, so I would never, say anything about their pitch. I'm sure they have their own troubles here in terms of getting sun on the pitch and stuff like that, but because of the high stands. But look, from my point of view tonight, the response from the group was good. We fought, we dug, we created chances, or some really good opportunities where we could score, but we just didn't. It didn't fall for us. Unfortunately, a really good free kick has put us out of this competition.
What do you make of your side's efforts to try and get back into the game? You had a good half hour at him.
Yeah, good. Yeah, we kept going, we kept pushing. There was a much more better steel and determination about us tonight than we seen on Saturday. So, although we have lost this game tonight, and it hurts bitterly to lose here tonight, I was pleased with the response of the group, and hopefully we can take that sort of fight and passion into Saturday's game.
A lot of it seemed to be led by Richard Wood, your skipper for tonight. How big was it to have him back on the pitch for the first time since November, and can he do it twice in a week?
Yeah, look, it's huge to have Woody back. there wasn't many fans here tonight, and I'm sure you could hear him in the stands. We could hear him anyway. You know, the organisation, him talking people through the game, is just making sure people's in positions that he wants them in front of him. And I think that's huge in any team. You know, you need to have 2, 3, 4 organisers in your team that can sort of game manage it themselves at times, rather than waiting on instruction from the sideline. So Woody's huge. Really good performance tonight, playing against Cook, who again, look, historically in this division has been one of the better ones in the league, and I thought he dealt with him fine.
He didn't have a sniff, did he?
I thought he dealt with him really good. Him and Jay, to be fair.
What about tonight then, in terms of what it can do for your confidence? There weren't many things to hang your hat on in a positive light on Saturday. A few more tonight which you can build on into the weekend, which will be important.
Yeah, Saturday we, like I said, after the game, and obviously it's really hard doing these interviews after the game, win, lose or draw, when you're acting on emotion. And what I said to you after the game on Saturday was we never give ourselves a chance. We didn't give ourselves a chance to start the game on Saturday by conceding so early, twice, which hindered us, and we could see that Stockport just took the game away from us and overpowered us in every department. Tonight we did give ourselves a basis to go after them, and we had some really good moments, good chances, balls flashing across the box. We didn't quite get on. I felt as if the performance levels tonight were good, and hopefully our fans can see that the players are working and running and fighting, because that is what we demand, as well as the quality, which sometimes is hard on a pitch like this, is to play your passing game. I was really pleased with the attitude of the team tonight, and hopefully they can, feel the disappointment of the defeat, but hopefully try and use that as a bit of a stepping stone in terms of our performance anyway, leading into Saturday. Obviously,
with it being the January transfer window and the injuries you've suffered tonight, will that force your hand into having to get more bodies in, or is that gone for now?
Truthfully, I've not even thought of that. I want to see how the prognosis of the boys are. Hopefully we'll get that. I know it's the window shuts tomorrow, I believe. It is tomorrow, isn't it? Thursday. We'll see how they are. That's all I could say to you now. We'll see how they are, and we'll take it from there.